A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Now it's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of... Sets him up 1st and goal. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Try to run it in with Murray. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The slot man in motion right. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First down, this is Rawls. before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, they try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Keenum throwing on second. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's third and 18. They need something big.
All right, here we go. All right, now look, Detroit!
And the wideout in motion. On third and long, it's Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Cook. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On first down, Murray. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but Carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Cook following the penalty. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They try again with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd down, Cook. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down following the run.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll try the right side with Murray. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Move, Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Keenum on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Patriot, let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
They do go for it. It's Keenum. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Wilson snags it left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They run with a power back. Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And he motions the wide receiver. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now he'll escape to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. throw with Keenum. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. From the gun, it's Keenum. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In motion right is Wilson. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 75 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Play clock winding down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So a 1st down and 5 for the offense. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And the wide out in motion. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
19.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. Doug Baldwin. He's at the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. just say me